National Artist for Music. Francisco Feliciano was a Filipino composer and conductor. He was born on the 19th of February 1941 in Morong, Rizal, and died on September 19, 2014 at the age of 73. Dr. Feliciano obtained his degree in music composition from the College of Art in Berlin, Germany, his master's composition from the University of the Philippines in his Master of Musical Arts and Doctor of Musical Arts degrees in composition from the Yale School of Music. Feliciano went on to compose more than 30 major musical dramas and operatic works and over hundreds of worship songs. His work has been performed at choral festivals in Europe and the United States. He was given the John D. Rockefeller Award for Music Composition in 1977. He was also given membership to the Order of the National Artist for Music in June 2014. For some years, Feliciano was also a conductor of the Philharmonic Orchestra. He was president and founder of the Samba Likhaan Foundation, the Asian School of Music, Worship, and the Arts, an organization devoted to promoting Asian worship music. Some of his works are Ashen Wings, Sikhay sa Kabila ng Paalam, La Loba Negra, Yerma, Pamugon, and Pokpok Alimaco. Jose Maceda was a Filipino composer and ethnomusicologist. He was born on January 31, 1917 in Manila and died on May 5, 2004. Maceda graduated with a music diploma at the Academy of Music in Manila 1935 before he was sent to Paris, France, where he studied piano. He also studied musicology at Columbia University, anthropology at Northwestern University, and ethnomusicology at University of California. He embarked on a lifelong dedication to the understanding and popularization of Filipino traditional music. He had done research resulting in the collection of an immense number of recorded music taken from the remotest mountain villages and the farthest island communities. He wrote papers that enlightened Filipino and foreign scholars about the nature of Philippine traditional and ethnic music. His experimentation also freed Filipino musical expression from a strictly Eurocentric mold. He was Professor Emeritus at the University of the Philippines and a specialist in both Indonesian and Filipino music. He received many local and international awards. A few of these are the University of the Philippines Research Award, the Award Tanglaw ng Lahi from Ateneo University, the Award Gawad ng Lahi from the Cultural Center of the Philippines. He received the Fumio Koizumi Award for ethnomusicology in Japan. He also received the John D. Rockefeller Award from the Asian Cultural Council in New York. Usually performed as communal ritual, his compositions like Ugma Ugma, Pagsamba, and Udlut Udlut are monuments to his unflagging commitment to Philippine music. His other major works include Agungon, Kubing, Ugnayan, Ading, Aroding, Siasid, and Suling Suling.
Antonio Buenaventura, born on May 4, 1904 and died on January 25, 1996. He came from a family of fine musicians in Baluag, Bulacan, a competent conductor, dedicated educator, and fine composer. He was the National Artist for Music in year 1988. Known for his marches including the Triumphal March, History Fantasy, Echoes from the Philippines, and Ode to Freedom. On year 1935, joined with National Artist for Dance Francisca Reyes Aquino, he conducted research on folk songs and dances that lead to its popularization. He also wrote compositions for solo instruments as well as symphonic and orchestral works based on the folk songs of various Philippine ethnic groups. He was a conductor that restored the Philippine Army Band to its former prestige after the band ceased to exist following the Japanese occupation in the Philippines, where most of its members were killed. He restored it as one of the finest military bands in the world, making it the only band that can sound like a symphony orchestra. Next is Hernani Cuenco, born on May 10, 1936, and died on June 11, 1988. He was born on Malolos, Bulacan, a composer, film scorer, musical director, and a music teacher. He was the national artist for music in year 1990. He wrote pieces that resonate with the Filipino sense of musicality and which embody the ingenious voice that rises the aesthetic dimensions of contemporary Filipino music. He also enriched the Filipino love ballad by adding the elements of condiment to it. He is known for these following songs: Gaano Kita Kamahal, dedicated to his beloved wife Nina Marshall; Inang Bayan, Kalesa, Bato sa Buhangin, and Kahit na Magtiis, in which the lyrics was written by former President Joseph Estrada; and Pilipinas. He was hired by former President Joseph Estrada to be the musical director of the movies he produced, and other producers availed themselves of Hernani's services. He also played with the Filipino Youth Symphony Orchestra and the Manila Symphony Orchestra on year 1960 to 1968. And in Manila Chamber Soloist in year 1966 to 1970.
One of the greatest Filipino vocal talents, national artist for music, Jovita Fuentes, was also the first Filipino international star in the world of opera. Born on February 15, 1895 to Canoto and Dolores Flores in Capiz, and Jovita was exposed to music at the age of 5. She learned to play the piano with the help of the town organist, after which she moved to Manila to study at the Colegio de Santa Isabel. During her school vacation, she organized showing of zarzuelas and operettas with friends and neighbors. After college, she underwent formal voice training with Salvina Fornale, an Italian singer residing in Manila. She also became a voice teacher herself from 1919 to 1924 at the University of the Philippine Conservatory of Music. She then left for Milan, Italy to hone her skills in opera singing and acting as well. She studied under some of the more prominent voice teachers in Italy, such as Arturo Cadore and Luis Lucente. These are the songs of Jovita Fuentes. In April 1925, Fuentes made her international debut. She went to perform in the Philippines, the United States, and Europe, where her fame spread and where she essayed the lead role in major operas. Her performance in the New York production of Madama Butterfly was also highly acclaimed. Jovita Fuentes gave her final recital in Manila in 1945. In 1955, she retired from the concert stage and focused on voice teaching. She also became an active advocate of music and the arts. Jovita Fuentes founded various music associations. It was during a concert sponsored by the association with the goal of promoting folk songs from different regions of the country, where Fuentes first performed in public the folk song Ay Kalisud. She had recorded this song for Odeon Records in Germany in 1928. Fuentes garnered numerous other awards and citations, including the Presidential Medal of Merit in Music in 1958 and was recognized as National Artist in Music in 1976. She passed away in Manila on August 7, 1978. That's all. Thank you for listening.